Jennifer's anti-grav chair hummed softly as she positioned herself near the window of the Stellar Cafe, overlooking the glittering spires of New Horizon Station. Her forearms trembled slightly, not from her paralysis, but from nervousness. The Quathraxian woman had spent 3 hours preparing for this moment, her iridescent blue skin polished to perfection, her ceremonial jewelry carefully arranged. The date was supposed to start 20 minutes ago. Her communicator remained silent. No message, no apology, no explanation. Around her, the cafe bustled with life, humans, Zentari, Krolix, all mingling in the neutral zone where 100 species conducted trade and diplomacy. But Jennifer felt utterly alone. She had met Vector online, a fellow Quathraxian who claimed to understand what it meant to live with limited mobility. He'd seemed kind, patient, interested. Now staring at the empty chair across from her, Jennifer wondered if she'd been foolish to hope. "Excuse me, miss." Jennifer turned her head, the only part of her body she could fully control, to see a human male crouching beside her chair. He wore casual clothes, his brown hair slightly disheveled, and his eyes held genuine concern. A small human child clung to his hand, maybe 5 or 6 years old by human standards, with curious green eyes. "Yes," Jennifer's translator converted her clicking speech into standard. "I'm Alex," the human said with a warm smile. "This is my daughter, Maya. We couldn't help but notice you've been sitting alone for a while. Is everything all right?" Jennifer's skin flickered a darker shade of blue embarrassment in her species. I was supposed to meet someone. It appears they've changed their mind." Orchestrated compassionate narrative showcasing human kindness and extraterrestrial connection. Good start. I need to show human compassion and how Alex and Maya helped Jennifer. The HFY element should come through their actions and kindness. Let me continue with around 600 more words to reach 1000. Maya tugged on her father's sleeve and whispered something. Alex nodded, then looked back at Jennifer with a gentler expression. "That's really rough. I'm sorry that happened to you." He paused, glancing at the empty table. "Look, I know we're strangers, but Maya and I were about to have dinner. Would you like to join us? No one should eat alone, especially not after being stood up." Jennifer's bioluminescent patterns flickered in surprise. You want to have dinner with me? Why not?" Alex shrugged, as if it were the simplest thing in the galaxy. "Besides, Maya's been learning about Quathraxian culture in school. She'd probably love to ask you a million questions, if that's okay." The little girl nodded enthusiastically, her face bright with genuine excitement rather than pity. Something in Jennifer's chest, the equivalent of a human heart, I would like that very much. Alex pulled out a chair at a larger table, then helped guide Jennifer's anti-grav chair into position. He did it naturally, without fuss or awkwardness, as if accommodating different mobility needs was simply part of life. Maya climbed into her own seat, swinging her legs back and forth. "Can I see your jewelry?" Maya asked, eyes wide. "Our teacher said Quathraxians wear different colors for different occasions." Jennifer felt herself relaxing for the first time all evening. "These are hope silver," she explained, gesturing with her limited neck movement toward the delicate chains draped across her upper shoulders. "Worn when seeking new connections, they're beautiful." Maya breathed. As they ordered food, Jennifer explaining her liquid-based diet to the attentive waiter. Alex made conversation that felt effortless. He didn't ask invasive questions about her paralysis, didn't treat her differently, didn't speak louder as some beings did, as if her immobility affected her hearing. Instead, he talked about his work as a cultural liaison, how he'd come to New Horizon Station 3 years ago after his wife passed away, how Maya had adapted better than he had, making friends across species barriers with the ease only children possessed. "Daddy says humans are good at adapting," Maya announced proudly. "That's our superpower." Alex chuckled, a bit embarrassed. "I said we're flexible. We've had to be, coming so late to the galactic community." But Jennifer understood what Maya meant. She'd heard the stories how humans had gone from primitive planet-bound creatures to active galactic citizens in just 200 years, how they approached every challenge with stubborn determination and an almost reckless optimism. Yet it wasn't that adaptability that moved her now. It was something simpler and more profound. It was kindness. When her special design drinking vessel proved difficult to angle correctly, Alex noticed immediately. Without making a fuss, he adjusted the table's height slightly, solving the problem. When Maya accidentally knocked over Jennifer's communicator, the child carefully retrieved it and placed it back, saying a sincere sorry with those big green eyes. They didn't see her paralysis. They saw her. As the evening progressed, Jennifer found herself laughing a sound like wind chimes that made Maya giggle in delight. They discussed Quathraxian philosophy, human cinema, Maya's favorite subject, xenobiology, and Alex's disastrous attempt at cooking Zentari cuisine. When the check came, Jennifer tried to pay for her portion, but Alex waved her off. My invitation, my treat. Besides, you made our evening more interesting. I made your evening interesting. Jennifer's skin flushed with warmth patterns. You both saved mine. As they prepared to leave, Maya approached Jennifer's chair shyly. Can I give you a hug? Dad says I should always ask first. Jennifer felt her bioluminescent patterns pulse brightly, joy in her species. I would be honored. The small human child wrapped her arms gently around Jennifer's upper shoulder, careful and sweet. Behind her, Alex smiled that warm, genuine smile. Thank you, Jennifer whispered. Thank you both for reminding me that there is still compassion in the galaxy. Alex crouched down one more time, meeting her eye level. Hey, that guy who didn't show up, he's an idiot. You're worth showing up for. As Jennifer watched them leave, Maya waving enthusiastically, Alex guiding his daughter with a gentle hand, she realized something profound. She'd come here hoping to find one person who could see past her limitations. Instead, she'd found two humans who had never seen limitations at all, only possibilities. And perhaps, she thought as her anti-grav chair hummed to life, that was the true strength of humanity. Not their technology or their adaptability, but their radical, unwavering capacity to meet every being with dignity, compassion, and respect. Her communicator buzzed vector finally messaging with a hollow excuse. Jennifer deleted it without reading and headed home, her hope silver jewelry glinting in the station lights, her heart considerably fuller than when she'd arrived.